Are you ready?
Ready.
Commence.
Check out 421.
Where the fuck are you at? What the fuck is going on? There's rebels in the Death Star, god damn it.
That kind of reminded me of like Scarface. Hey man, check out 421. What's going on, man?
Fuck you, Han.
So, what have we here?
You guys are so funny.
Hello.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Kerner said we should just roll the dice.
Penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy. Rogue Squadron Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Mopar.
So matter of fact. My name is Commander Cody. Welcome to the official Disney Shill podcast. We're Star Wars podcast in the galaxy. Fake fans. Kathleen Kennedy's ruining everything.
We are the original
Awful.
Jackassery show.
We need like a stamp, like one of those Game of Thrones clay
Worst
thing
show
where
ever.
you melt it and then you stamp it. Like it's officially the worst thing that's ever happened.
We tear apart friendships and
Fandom.
and fandom. Friendships and fandom.
In one swift stroke.
They meet their demise at the Rogue Squadron Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think I said that before, but we definitely appreciate everybody. I don't have the live feed in front of me. What kind of dances we got?
Kerner's in here. He said talk about Amelia Clark for 2 hours, so you probably don't need the live feed in front of you. I don't think it's doing anything for anybody.
Talk about Amelia Clark for 2 hours.
Like, okay.
Well, smoke show.
Well, he's not wrong, but still, there was more to that movie than that.
Oh, he's referring to what was that movie that came out?
Ooh. Duo.
Duet.
Let's do
They
it.
should make it. Do it. And then they should have like a dancing sequence with where Obi-Wan and Anakin dance. Get it? A duet.
It's almost as bad as the Star Wars opera. Did you ever hear that?
No,
Somebody literally wrote and recorded a Star Wars opera.
like on purpose.
Yeah. Like the one thing I remember specifically is someone sings TK421, why aren't you at your post? Like it starts off like there's one like aria or whatever the fuck, and that's how it starts. So annoying, dude. It was ridiculous. We also got Shinobi and Mike Sweeney popping in the chat. What's up, guys?
Checking in, checking out, cashing in and cashing out.
I am tired of you, Shinobi. You better get out of here. You have too much knowledge. You shut down our conspiracy theories and our fake fan theories because we are just rambling and you actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so you're not allowed back ever again.
No true fans in this podcast chat room.
Yeah,
Not allowed.
not on purpose.
Dude,
So what are you dancing about?
Well, I'm back on the game train. That makes me very happy. A few episodes ago, I mentioned that I've been on a dry spell from video games, but we're back. I don't know what
Fell
happened.
off the wagon,
I don't know what did it, but it just,
wagon.
maybe it was the Dark Souls remaster coming back out. Got me all amped up to play. And then I moved the Xbox over here to the studio. I told myself it was so I could do live streaming, but I haven't done any of that since. So
So you're a liar
I'm a liar.
and a thief.
But
I
no,
don't know what you stole, but I'll figure it out soon.
stole people's
Dignity,
nope.
innocence.
Yeah. So yeah, Dark Souls remaster came out. That's been fun. And then Battlefront changed a good amount of stuff. So we've all been squadding up on that, and there was like a crazy amount of people actually online today.
That's
We had a
always
team
fun.
of
We can
8.
actually play a multiplayer game with many people.
Multiple players. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of, I mean, even just one or two people, or like two people, it's not enough. You want to
Yeah.
get like a full squad in so you can kind of, especially if you're doing like a serious thing, and not to say Battlefront's not serious, but you're going to a Battlefield game, you can literally just be like, all right, you squadron, go fuck over there, take B. Cody and I will run over here and womp on C, and we'll fucking take this shit over. I would love to do that.
Yeah, if only there was conquest mode in Battlefront. I think I don't want to slip back into a rant about it again, but they changed so many things to make it a smoother game, but there's still so much that's just, I worry that it's never going to get fixed at all.
What are your thoughts? I know we've talked about it so many times, but after playing it for a decent amount of time, I think the battle progression makes sense. Like at one point, you're just trying to take some points. And then the next one, you're trying to take down an AT-AT or something like that.
Yeah.
See, I think that makes sense, but break that up into mini games. I would play like an AT-AT takedown round over and over and over. Let's fuck these things up, and then you get good at that. Because I feel like right now it's like it has to be a storyline progression. Let's attack the throne room with this ATM-6 or whatever the battle droid tank is, or whatever that thing is.
Oh, the ATT.
ATT. You're right.
ATT. MTT. MTT.
MTT. But like that's a cool like storyline. Let's take the palace over. But this is a multiplayer game. Let's go in.
This is multiplayer.
It's so much fun. What about the players?
It's Baltimore. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on that? If they broke that down into, like, if they just had a takedown mode, where if it was Empire and Rebels, you had to take down an AT-AT. If it was the other clones or whatever, it'd be the MTT or something like this. I mean, why can't they just simplify the fucking game and build off that? It's not that hard.
I like the Galactic Conquest thing. I'm not pissed about it. Galactic Assault, whatever it's called.
Like the progression into.
Yeah,
no,
I think it makes sense.
Because that makes sense. It's like the progression of a battle. Field battle.
Yeah.
So, step 1, get to the throne room. Step 2, take the fucking thing over. I mean, I appreciate it, but I think if they simplified it, it'd be just adding to the game.
I don't know if breaking it out into different game modes would make sense. What I'm more upset about is that there's just some like really basic things that would make the game so much better. Like the ability to choose your map. We've ranted about that, but it's such a simple thing. But it's like I'm going into Galactic Assault, and I've never played this on Tatooine, so I'm gonna jump into the first match on Tatooine, and then from there it'll be random, just like every other multiplayer game ever. But the fact that you can't pick that is just so random. The spawning, I'm not even mad that you can't spawn on people because it's not like a squad-based Battlefield game. Even though there are squads,
that makes sense because even in a Battlefield.
You can't just like fucking pop out your friend's backpack
in that situation, if people were to drop off a surplus of supplies or more troops, you're not going to do it in the middle of the battlefield. You're going to do it back, and then you're going to help, push the front. But,
but the spawning, like the squads are fine. I can't spawn on people. That's cool. But the spawning itself is just so random.
It would be cool just as I don't know. It's. Also, it's frustrating because they try to do the squad things, but the squad things don't fucking matter at all.
Right.
At all.
Well, you're green.
I
can see your green. I can see your green dot on the fucking map. And then Conquest mode, we've talked about it. That was like the staple of Battlefield and Battlefront. I can't believe that wasn't in launch. Like just that by itself would have been fucking great. But we'll see, man. And those skins, like. How hard is it to make a skin? Give us like 2 new skins every week.
Listen, the skins are an afterthought. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, to be honest, I really don't give a fuck who I am. And 99% of the time, even when I have heroes available, I'm not them because they suck ass. And I'm not good with them. Like in a normal battle, I will be top 5 with just the heavy.
Yeah.
But as soon as I roll the dice with Maul, 5 seconds in, I'm targeted and I get fucked.
Yeah.
Because I haven't leveled him up enough.
Yeah, it's tricky, man. And then, of course, when you face people that are all maxed out cards, it's like a shit show. It is fun, though. I mean, I've been having a lot of fun playing. I think it just ends up in the past like week or so that a lot of people have been online and trying to play. So we've had big groups of like 3 or 4 every single time. So it's been fun that way, playing. And then PUBG also. I've been rolling the dice on that.
I haven't. I just bought it today, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's a unique one, especially on console.
It's a unique one.
Well, it is because it's comes from PC originally. So like, what's up, Envato? It is unique in the controls at the very first time that you play the game, like the first few matches. When you're used to Call of Duty and Battlefield, the controls feel super weird, but as you play, it makes sense why they're laid out that way. So there's a learning curve of like 6-8 matches before you really get a feel for it, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh, Jesus.
No. None of that.
6 to 8 matches. I ain't got that time. Ain't nobody got that.
As long as you play with a group, Everybody will walk you through the motions, and it'll make a lot more sense.
Hey, Commander.
What?
Where did you get that cool shirt?
Oh my God, guys! What the best shirt of all time? Check it out. Rogue Squadron. Whoops.
Rogue Podred Squad Trap.
Squad Program Broadcast. Our T Public store. All of our shirts are on there. We have the regular logos, and we have this sticker, and we have you can get mugs. You basically pick the decal that you wanted, and you order a shirt or a mug or a phone case or a sticker, whatever the hell you want.
Did you what shirt style did you get? Because I know they have like the standard shirts, they have premium shirts, and then they have like that tri blend.
I think this is the tri blend. I'm pretty sure it's pretty soft.
Tri blend, super soft. Yeah,
soft and awesome. Yeah, kind of thin. It's nice. It's not. I don't feel like I have a fucking paint on my chest, which
that's
drives
a
me
big
nuts.
thing. Yeah, the cheaper shirts, you'll feel like you're wearing like a sticker.
Yep.
Instead of a shirt. So yeah,
it's like they just put a stencil on here and just fucking painted it
with a roller.
Some of those Star Wars
what kind
shirts.
of action was that?
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing, painting.
You know. No, it's cool. So if you want to head over to tpublic.com and then just search up Rogue Squadron Podcast or Rogue Squad Pod, you can take your pick, get whatever you want.
I will let you guys know, don't pay full price. And we appreciate your money, but don't pay full price. That it's like every other week they have a discount, 20, 25. I think I got it at 30%. That's what when I pulled the trigger on all that stuff. But yeah, just as a heads up, maybe go there once a week if you're really looking for something. And wait till they put a discount because they do eventually.
Hells yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, like you were saying, I know you ordered like 4 or 5, but I haven't had a shirt of our own show for a while, so I got another the main logo one. I got that ordered as well, but I like this Run DMC. We stole it from them.
Are you looking around for Run DMC? They hiding in your windows, coming up your streets.
Just in case their lawyers are around the corner, ready to fucking sue us for infringement.
That look was ridiculous. So, what else is going on?
Tell me
Man,
about it.
I'll tell you what.
Tell me about it.
We were considering going out of town, just kind of as like a fun go out of town weekend thing, and we looked, and it was supposed to rain all weekend, like everywhere. So we're like,
you didn't go?
No, we didn't pull the trigger, And I work on the road, so I was like, I don't really want to roll the dice that much. And we stayed, and it was supposed to rain for like 24 hours straight. It was rain for like what 2 hours today. I'm pissed. You make plans around the weather, especially when it's supposed to rain for 24 hours straight, and you're you don't really feel like doing anything. And it like sprinkled last night, and then sprinkled this evening, but that was it.
Yeah, that's been happening a lot. I've been biking to and from the studio, and I'll look at the weather, and it'll say it's supposed to rain all day. So I'm like, well, I can't bike, obviously. And then by the time I actually get ready and leave, it's fucking sunny and beautiful, and it doesn't rain a single thing all day. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, there was that like tropical storm that was potentially a hurricane, and it came up the coast. All the stuff that we're getting right now is actually coming off the East Coast, so it's running east to west.
Oh,
so it's very unique.
I didn't know you were a meteorologist.
Meteorisms.
Why?
I don't know. I love weather. That is one thing. It's a kind of a weird thing, but it's a science, really. I like weather.
It's
Whether you like it or
science.
not. Get it. Have you had enough already? You turning the show
I
off?
was just gonna say, like, I'm just gonna unplug my mic. This is fucking can't handle it.
Oh, so what do you have on deck here? What we got here?
Ooh,
That was
All
a
right.
weird sound.
I got a beer made with ingredients that produce alcohol. This is from Wolf's Ridge. I said I was going to get a growler of Lando System, but I forgot. I'm a bad human. Please be nice. But this is made by the same brewery, Wolf's Ridge, here in Columbus. That's who we did our collab with for the Solo and the May 4th beers. This is a Driftwood Session IPA. It's one of their main, I don't want to call it their flagship beer, but I mean, it's one of their main solid ones that if somebody has Wolf's Ridge on tap, it's probably this one.
That is kind of a unique bottle that you got. That like half bubble at the top. It almost looks like an alien ray gun. Is that? It's just.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about the bottle, but the beer's good.
It's like a Mars Attacks, those aliens, things. Then they shoot the round rays out of the bubble gun. Have you never seen Mars Attacks? The 90s movie
Not
with the
recently
aliens
enough to remember that.
and they make the sounds.
It's been quite a while. I have no idea what you're talking about right now, honestly.
Oh, I guarantee it was probably one of my favorite movies from the 90s. In the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So now it's probably one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah.
But when it came out, I was like, hey, I'm fucking 11. Well, this is cool, man.
We should do a fanboy commentary series about all the 90s movies that we used to love but are actually fucking terrible. Like Space Jam was not good.
Space Jam's great.
No, it's not.
Oh, come on.
It's not. I tried to watch it. It's not good.
There was supposed to be Space Jam 2 with LeBron at some point. But I don't think they ever sat down and did it because he's always playing basketball.
Yeah, he doesn't have any
You
time.
assume he's going to lose at some point. Never fucking does.
He was in some movie, wasn't he?
He was in a movie with what's his face, that comedian from SNL.
Great. I don't want to see it anymore.
No, the cop from Superbad.
Oh, Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. Yeah, Bill Hader was doing some dating thing, and LeBron was his friend in that movie.
Oh,
so it was like a side role. It wasn't a major role, but Bill Hader sat down with him over coffee and kind of talked about what should I do, man?
Oh,
But,
Trainwreck.
Trainwreck. That's what it was.
Yeah, with Amy Schumer.
I hear
She's funny.
really good stuff and really bad stuff about Amy Schumer. I think she's funny, but I guess the big upheaval amongst the comedians is she steals every fucking thing. All of her jokes are stolen.
Yeah.
And I've seen, and of course, people are going to pick shit apart regardless. She's funny and I hate it. So, but I have seen legit, like Joe Rogan pointing out like 6-7 jokes in a row. And he'll say, all right, this is what she said. Let me go back. Boom. Here it is. Said by another person a decade ago. I mean.
Yeah, he won't tolerate that shit after that entire Carlos Mencia shenanigans.
Yeah.
But
well,
whatever.
that's probably why people are so up in arms. Like, you could just be a funny person and think about the same funny, thing.
Maybe.
Maybe
not.
Well, you never know.
I'm sure we've ended up saying the same fucking jokes at the same time because we watch the same shit and we talk the same way. Nope. I started to talk about the beer. What do you have?
I don't have anything. I'm not gonna. I do have something.
Go get it.
But I am not. No, I'm not feeling it.
Go get it.
Feeling a little under the weather, so I'm gonna pass. I do
was
have a
too,
good one
but
that I'm excited for. But I'm just not feeling well. So
how dare you?
I'm rolling it with the H2 Izzo. Review your beer, you drunk.
I don't want to anymore. It doesn't count. Beer review is I pass. Beer review is dead.
As you drink a beer. Go ahead and pass on this.
It's really good. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't tell me what I'm doing. No, yeah, we'll hold this one off. I do have a good one that I'm going to get into, and for obvious reasons. But it just wasn't happening today.
You want to be full on? I don't know what I was going with that.
Yeah, you lost me.
You want to be at 100% capacity before you try your fancy beer?
It's not even fancy. It's just it's a surprise. It's a surprise beer. So,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Just not feeling it.
It's not one of those days, huh?
Yeah. So
it's all good, man. I'll forgive you one of these days.
What's that?
I'll forgive you one of these days. It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
I might just shut down the show for a few weeks because I'm pissed.
Just put a loop of an announcement on live.
Mopar ruined the beer review. Kathleen Kennedy ruined the beer review.
Mopar quit.
Maybe.
Quit on all of us. Have you seen fucking Deadpool 2?
I have, yeah. I mean, the wife went to see it.
We saw it today. We can discuss that.
It's not Star Wars, though.
Generosity. What's that?
I said it's not Star Wars. I don't want to talk about it.
That's good, though.
It is good. Kick it off. Kick it off. What do you think?
Most of it was okay. It's
It's a weird way to start.
I like zoned out. I don't know what it was. I zoned out for a little bit of the movie, and it just didn't catch me. I think I'm falling back on it. I'm just so not overwhelmed
With superhero shit?
Superhero, Star Wars. I don't know what it is. I just zoned out for like 20 minutes, and then I like started paying attention again, and it all still made sense. So I was like, clearly I didn't miss anything. But it's a funny movie. Do I think it was better than the first one? That's always difficult because the first one paves the way. It all the cool jokes and funniness and the way they say the jokes and all this, it hits you a lot harder. Even if the second one has better jokes. The first one, they said it first before you said that. You know what I'm saying? So
Classic
I would still say
rant. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I would still say the first one's better in my eyes. I think the second one adds a lot to it and is definitely worth seeing. And like I said, it kind of opens the story of Deadpool up a little more, and it adds a lot to the story. So I was thoroughly happy with it.
Good. Yeah, I don't know if I particularly zoned out, but it did feel kind of slow in the beginning. And just that whole thing about his girlfriend dying and then him going back, like he's about to transcend to the afterworld or something and like sees her, but he has to go back to finish some task. I just thought that was fucking weird. I don't know. I didn't get that. And I did not expect that in like a movie like Deadpool.
Yeah, I think the part where I really zoned out was when he was getting the group together and he was like in the school and he was trying to get and talk Colossus and all. I was just like, I obviously they're gonna meet up. Obviously they're gonna team up. Come on, just get the fucking. I don't have to see you scoot around in Xavier shit.
Oh, I love that stuff. That's the funniest shit. Oh my god.
No, it's funny, and I do like it, but I was just like, I mean, there's a happy medium. I think comedy movies, there's a happy medium. You can be funny, but don't try to overdo it in every fucking scene. 2 jokes a fucking sentence. Let's pull back just a little bit. Let's just pull back just a little.
See, I thought it was a little more like casual, like he's just bopping around in Xavier's wheelchair, like not making a big point about it. Like if you didn't never see X-Men, you would have no idea why that's funny. But everybody's sitting there cracking up that has seen it.
True. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood. I was watching it and I was like, this is good.
You're not in the mood for anything today.
I've had enough of it. What kind of Jerry Seinfeld shit was that? Oh my god,
that was so Jerry Seinfeld. No, I think the only thing that really lost me was just the whole, like his girlfriend died right away, and then he's trying to get back to her, and he was like in this, I don't even know what you would call it, like this inner world between the normal life and the afterlife or something, and I just thought that was really strange. And then if you watch the mid-credits scene, then she's back and it didn't matter anyways. Like it was just confusing as hell. But also, it's Deadpool. He's like the ultimate superhero troll. So maybe they made that part of the plot on purpose just to make fun of itself. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Like the movie altogether was a good movie. It was funny. There was a lot of action. You see certain characters that you're like, fuck yeah. But the whole plot, it just didn't do it for me. Like, his girlfriend's in trouble and or dead, maybe.
And or dead, maybe.
I don't know. It didn't catch me. Like, I didn't care. But I was laughing, and it was funny, and the action was great. So, why am I just being a whiny bitch? Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, everything around that main plot point was great. Classic Deadpool coming, like, doesn't care about anybody, kind of like Logan, the movie Logan, where he ends up having to come around because he starts caring for this kid and he has to end up taking care of her.
I also love the Logan references. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was awesome. All the references. And did you hear him call Cable Thanos? That was fucking hilarious.
No.
That's so funny. I didn't notice that until I like looked up. I think it was on IMDb or something, and I saw that Josh Brolin was Cable and Thanos. I was like, whoa, I didn't catch that. Because I never really seen him in anything else, but that was funny.
Interesting.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I don't care. That's it. This is off the rails, guys.
It was Thanos. Cable's
No
Thanos.
fucks given. So you're saying Thanos in Infinity War is the same actor that plays Cable?
Yeah.
He's cooler in Cable. I like Cable looks much more badass,
Yeah,
even though
Cable's
Thanos
sweet.
is more badass. Cable's a fucking. He's a badass.
It was sweet, man.
Yeah, I liked him.
Fucking fanny pack wearing racist.
The gist of it.
So yeah, did you save for the mid-credit scene?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I was complaining about just a second ago, is like everything that happens in the movie, they use Cable's little time travel wristwatch and go back, and like he ends up getting his girlfriend back through time travel. So it's like, so what was the whole point of the entire movie? And if you went back in time and got her, doesn't that redo everything? And then you don't have to go start looking for that kid in the first place? I was just confused as fuck.
So this, I might be explaining this.
It's just the time travel
Correctly.
thing in movies, which is
So-
freaks me out and makes no sense.
He went back in time because his wife and kid died. So he went back in time and prevented that kid from becoming the strong, crazy psycho.
From basically from becoming a villain.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the confusion then?
No, I'm talking about after the end of the movie, during the credits scene, when Deadpool, because Cable said his little time traveling thing only had enough juice to get him there and then back.
Yeah.
Well, he ended up staying, and then in the credits scene, they fixed it, and then Deadpool was going back in time like 14 times, and he saved like the people on his crew that ended up dying on the mission.
Yeah, and he
And
killed
then he
the
went
old-
all the way
yeah,
back.
Stupid Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah, and then he went all the way back, and he got his girlfriend back. I was like, well, doesn't that redo everything that you just went through in the movie? There's the time travel thing doesn't make any sense in any movies.
That's very true, because then you're just creating more and more universes,
Like
right?
Splinters
More
or
and
something.
more timelines is what I'm trying to say. So like
Maybe.
you go back and prevent your girlfriend from dying, but you still existed in a time that your girlfriend was dead. So that timeline has to go on and continue without you, right?
Maybe.
But you're currently in a timeline. Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
Well, didn't they do a bunch of time travel shit in the new X-Men's?
Yeah,
Maybe
and actually, there's a
could be-
big plot hole because Xavier was not supposed to be alive in the most recent 3, and he just scoots up in his goddamn wheelchair, and it's just like, how are you still
Surprise,
here?
bitch.
It literally, yeah, because there's a big thing about that.
So maybe, again, it's just Deadpool trolling the entire superhero universe.
It doesn't have to make sense because it's
doesn't.
Deadpool.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, too, is like I do have, like the few complaints I have are based on plot, and when it's a movie like Deadpool and shits aren't given about any of that, then it doesn't really matter. If the plot doesn't line up 100%, it doesn't matter because it's Deadpool.
So why are you worried about it?
I'm pissed, that's why. I'm taking on your pissed energy. Superhero
Hey.
movies, boo.
Toss it back to me. I'm gonna get pissed at something else.
Kathleen Kennedy ruined Deadpool.
Kathleen Kennedy ruined my dinner.
So yeah, I think I don't think it was better than the first one. I'm gonna have to see it again probably to make that kind of a claim. 2 out of 3 stars for me. Definitely go see it. You can always wait.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's funny as hell.
It's
They kept
fucking
up with the
hilarious.
comedy.
Yeah.
And there's actually, I would say, even more action. There's more superhero versus superhero action in this, rather than in Deadpool 1. It was him kind of just fucking up everyday people.
Yeah, that's true.
So it is a little more on the comic side, but the superheroes that are in it are fucking cool. So
Yeah, definitely go see it. You may, if you're not a huge superhero Deadpool comedy fan, you may consider waiting till Blu-ray, but definitely see it. It's good. 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. I agree. I guess that'll be our rating for today instead of doing the beer, which I appreciate.
No, I'm still pissed. That doesn't count.
So what? Okay. You two-faced son of a bitch.
Nope. Nope.
Now I have trivia, Star Wars trivia pulled up. What else has happened in the past week? We got to do our drawing.
I don't want to. They don't deserve it. They're all hammered.
Well, I'll just send it to me. I'll keep it. I won the drawing.
I don't know. I guess it depends on, for what I have, it depends on who the person is. Because if they're pissed about all of the Legend stuff getting canceled, and they might not even like the gift that we have for them today.
Well, I don't care.
They're going to take it, and they're going to like it.
And they're going to like it.
So this is what we have for this month. I picked this up a bit ago, and I was waiting for the right moment. This is the Janus Solo, the Black Series figure. So if you didn't know, I think it's once a year, Hasbro picks a Legends character to turn into a Black Series figure. They did Revan, which I have, which is awesome. And then they also did Jaina Solo, daughter of Han and Leia, and Jason's sister. Sorry. Which people are thinking, pissed about. Wow. Yep. Is, Kylo
Rey
ended up just being like Jason. So is Rey just going to end up being like Jaina? And like their cousins?
Doesn't Jaina die? Oh, no. It was Anakin Solo dies.
I don't remember. I wasn't a big fan of the New Jedi Order. I think
Anakin Solo dies. I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
Not very well versed in that shit.
Yeah, man, I have no fucking clue. All right, yeah. So, and then this will also come with some other random shit, stickers and pins, and fucking a middle finger, and a beer bottle cap empty.
A middle finger. We're not gonna tell you whose middle finger.
Huh.
It'd be a good one though.
Just the finger. All right, cool. So I've randomized everybody's names, and I think I need a drum roll.
Oh,
like the 20th Century Fox drum roll.
Don't do it.
What'd you say? Oh, for what do you have?
Go ahead. Oh, I thought you were gonna pick. You gonna pick some shit?
You sounded like you had something to punch in. I'm picking shit, and the winner of this month for the Patreon giveaway is Riley.
Oh, Jesus. These guys are pissed.
Why are they pissed?
Riley, what? At least Riley would be happy with that, because he'll be happy with anything. We could have sent him used Kleenex. He'd be like, from the Rogue Squadron podcast?
We could have showed up at his house and punched him in the face. And he'd be like, thank God. Why is everybody else pissed? What are you saying?
No, that's good. Riley
good.
deserves it.
Yeah, Riley's been around for a while, so I'm glad the randomization ended up on him. That's fucking sweet. So we'll send this to you. Make sure it gets lost in the mail, crushed, stamped on, broken, and then sent back. So, Oh, and also for all the rest of you LA listeners, I am coming back out in September around Labor Day. So no real plans in place, but we'll definitely set something up to link up.
And we do have to give a shout out. We do have a new patron who has followed us for a little while, but Mr. Chad Redding joined the group, and we'll be sending his invite to the group chat.
Oh,
and
no
all
shit.
That nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Look at this.
Mr. Chad Redding, I saw that earlier today.
Fucking fucko.
Fucking fucko. That is his name, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the way he found us. Is I posted a video in like a Star Wars group on Facebook or something, and like the first thing you say is like, "Okay, it starts off with this fucko," and he listened to that and he like followed us instantly. He's like, "You said fucko, that was hilarious." That's awesome, man.
Fucko. That's hilarious.
That's legit, man. I didn't even see that he signed up today. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, fucko.
Awesome. We are now, I believe, $5 away from ARC 170. Ooh. So we have our second goal. Our first one was IG88. We reached that one, right?
Well, yeah, we've passed all of them.
No, I'm just making sure that one was a goal. And then ARC 170. So I think we're very close to that. So if you guys are fans of the show, obviously patreon.com, and you can search us up. We've got different tiers.
Yeah, man.
And we just picked from our $10 tier, who's going to be getting a bunch of stickers and the Jaina Solo and one big sloppy hand job from Commander himself.
No.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Who?
Yeah, our tiers have all been Star Wars, obviously related, named, titled, and we've gone past IG-88, Docking Bay 94, and then now we're at the ARC 170 is the next one.
Which we're dollars away. We're dollars and cents away.
$5, motherfuckers.
So, but if you guys are fans of the show and you're looking to be a part of the Patreon chat, which is ridiculous,
you might die after being a part of that.
I'm going to talk you out of it. Don't do it. We've got plenty of nonsense in there. We can't keep up. But at the same time, obviously, we'll share our gamer tags. We were gaming a lot today. Or at least we had a lot of gamers playing with us. So
fuck yeah.
That sounded really bad and really good at the same time. A lot of patrons were playing with me today. So very
I'm
excited.
inviting Mr. Fucko over to the group chat.
Mr. Fucko.
Yeah, so anybody that does join up, if you have Xbox, we all try to get together and game whenever we can. So we'll make that happen. If you play Battlefront, even better. If you play Dark Souls, even better for me.
What else have you been playing? Obviously, you said some Battlefront.
Battlefront, Dark Souls, PUBG, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Those guys are all into Battlefield 1, and Weiss is pissed at me.
I played that yesterday.
I'm not even into it. It's not gonna happen.
I liked it. I was playing with T. Ravis and someone else yesterday. I apologize. I think wait, because we were playing Battlefront for a little while, and then you and Drangus took off and played PUBG.
Yeah,
and then me and
yeah.
Tommy Boy played Battlefield 1.
Yeah,
no, it's a cool game, and the biggest difference is when we play Battlefield 4, the vehicles are such a part of that battle, no matter what map you're on. Well, most of the maps. That it's a game changing or map changing game with the vehicles used, depending on how you use them. In the Battlefield 1, the vehicles are so clunky and actually difficult to use that it's almost not even that big of an advantage to be in one. They're slow, they're clunky, you don't have a lot of firepower behind a lot of them, and they're difficult to steer. You can't get any fucking where. I'm just saying. So it's a lot more marching through the battlefield on foot, and just being a good teammate is a big thing. Because I was getting annihilated, and Tommy Boy was right behind me with that needle, shoving it right into my butt cheeks, and then reviving me. I think that's where it goes, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, Well, you can't see it, so who knows? It's up to the medic themselves, I guess. It's a beautiful game. It's pretty. The graphics are great. Sound design in every Battlefield game is always amazing. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's just not my bag for whatever reason. I'm just not a huge fan. So
it's really cool. And we played I think 2 maps, and the one map was just an open field. We weren't in like a town. It was like rolling hills. It was like maybe a church that was broken down on one hill, and then a windmill at the end at the corner, but there's like 6 points in between. But it was cool because you could feel the progression as you took one. You kind of knew where all the rest of your troops were, and you would progress through. It was just, I like it. It's fun. It's a little simpler. But what I was trying to say is on that map, it was midnight. It was dark. Holy shit, that adds so much. I mean, you could have an enemy standing right fucking in front of you and not know it. It was that dark.
That's awesome.
Because we were down in the trenches, and the only reason you know there's an enemy nearby is when you're taking a thing. It'll kind of proportion the. Well, I don't even know what you call that little level thing, but it'll be
status bar, progress bar,
I guess, of you taking the thing.
Right.
But it'll add another color if they're starting to take it over too.
Yeah, and it's contested. Yeah.
So I knew it was contested, but I was looking around. I'm like, God, I'm so scared. All I see is mud and dirt, and I'm in this trench. Obviously all my guys are marked, but they don't mark your enemies until you tag them.
Right. Which is cool.
It's like, but it adds so much. Like, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
People are there, because it's almost like if you were actually there, you would hear them, or you would be weird. You would sense them in some way. Hear them, see them, whatever the fuck, but you wouldn't 100% know.
Right.
So that's why I like that little bloop, and you're just like, someone's here.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are they?
Yeah, that's one thing I love about PUBG is that there's a map, but the enemies aren't on your radar ever, no matter what. So it's all based on what you hear. Like, you pretty much have to play with a headset, because you can hear a car coming from a mile away, and then you just watch them and see if they're gonna like try to come up on you or something, and then you can hear if somebody's in the house that you're in. All that kind of stuff it's really cool. That's one reason I love it. Yeah, you have to get into that. It's cool. And speaking of the nighttime thing, that is one thing that Battlefront did really well, is that some of the maps have different different times of day. So it's not like an end or night it's like a separate map. It's like when you get into the map, it will randomly choose a time of day, and it could be like midday, dusk, and then evening. That's pretty cool.
I do like that because it makes sense.
Yeah.
And actually, were we on the show when we were discussing the time of day for Tatooine?
What do you mean?
It has 2 suns.
Oh, when we were trying to figure out if it was like Alaska, where part of the year you just daylight forever.
Yeah, and like
I think we were talking about that.
Do the
with
suns
Weiss last
revolve
week.
around themselves?
I think they go together, but I don't know. I don't
That's
work
weird.
at Lucasfilm.
I was just wondering because you assume like there's daytime and nighttime on Tatooine, but at the same time, you got 2 suns.
True.
There's probably a lot less midnight-ish or darkness.
Yeah, but it's also they're all right next to each other, so they could just be like rotating. Well, I guess if we're thinking about galaxy shit, the sun doesn't move, the Earth moves.
Right.
So if
That's
the
what I'm
suns
saying.
are
I
just
think the
both in the
suns
center,
might revolve around a center point, like a big black hole or something.
I'm not a physicist, man. I don't know.
I'm not a solutionist.
I'm actually gonna look it up though. Well, actually, I don't care that much.
But at the same time, you got to think what dictates the Earth's daytime. It's 24 hours. It's the revolution. So
Yeah.
all these planets, Tatooine may not revolve very fucking fast.
True.
It could be daytime for 40 hours straight.
True. That's one thing that I loved about Mass Effect when you were looking at all the galaxy map and all the planets. It would tell you exactly like the gravitational pull, how long a day is, how big the rotation is, all that kind of stuff. It was so fucking sweet.
Bunch of useless nonsense that no one cares. Get it off my screen.
Well, there is nighttime. Sweeney just said when Luke lost R2 is at night. So nighttime exists, but how long is the day?
Well, you got to think they did that in episode 4. Like they probably were just assuming, oh yeah, 24 hours. But in the actual space, you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Yeah, they weren't thinking
In
about that
77, they didn't give a
detailed
fuck.
shit.
They didn't
No.
think this was ever going to be anything. Who's gonna worry about daytime and nighttime in a movie? 77, no one cares. But 40 years later, I'm fucking hammered, pissed. You know what the hell?
Yeah.
Answer my question.
When we have video games where you have to sleep in order to get your full stats back, I'm concerned about the rotation of Tatooine.
Regeneration of
Seriously.
my health. You better hurry up, son.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, I'm glad I'm back in games. Weiss was trying to figure out like a good multiplayer game that isn't necessarily a shooter that we could all get balls deep in. So I don't know if anybody has any suggestions. I know we threw out like maybe State of Decay or Elder Scrolls Online or something like that we could all join up in. So,
I don't know.
we'll
That's
see.
a
That's
tough
next on
one
the
because
list.
I really don't play any other games except for shooting games. I haven't played even a Forza
What about
for a
NBA?
while.
What about NBA?
I bought NBA 2K18 and I played it with Kerner I think twice.
Nice. Sports games are terrible.
They can be. They
I'm
can
just kidding.
be.
That's just me.
Well, the issue with the sports games nowadays is they force a story mode on you. So they even play an exhibition game. You gotta wake up. It's like some fucking Grand Theft Auto. You gotta wake your character up and walk to the fucking gym and walk. It's just just let me fucking select the goddamn thing.
I had no idea it was like that. I'm sorry. You must
Some
be
of them
you must
are.
be
It
traumatized.
forces you. I'm sure you can go to the main menu, but a lot of it is like that. So, it's awkward that they force a story mode on you that deep. Like you have to walk to town to get to the fucking gym, and then you can choose what sneakers you want to put on. Like, get off my screen.
You have to go to the mall first to buy your new sneakers.
You got to go
For
to
the
work
show.
to pay for the sneakers that you're gonna. Yeah, it's just like this is. I could do this right now.
Get on the
Go outside
subway,
and buy some sneakers.
get mugged, get in a fight, get your shit back. Now you can't buy sneakers. Yeah, that's
Can we call them tennis shoes? I've never said sneakers in my life.
Neither
so.
have I until just now.
I don't know. We're off the rails today.
I hate the word tennis shoes as well. I just call them shoes.
Yeah, I do call them tennis shoes, but I hate the fact that one, that I say it, and two, that other people recognize what the fuck I'm talking about. Tennis shoes. Who plays tennis in this shit? Take them off. Get out of here.
Who plays tennis ever?
On purpose. What?
Oh man, yeah, that's some funny shit.
All right, I'm gonna start going through this quiz.
You want to do some trivia stuff?
This is a long quiz, but I'm sure we'll banter back and forth here.
Do you have any thoughts, new extra thoughts on Solo now that it's simmered for like a week?
I don't.
Nope. Same
No,
exact.
there's-
I will never change my mind on anything. My opinion is set in stone for the rest of life.
Well, to be fair, I still have only seen it once,
Yeah.
and there is a lot for how am I supposed to say this? For it being kind of a simple plot, they shove a lot of background stuff in there,
Yeah.
like what we were talking about. What's the Scarface dude? What's his name?
Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss. Like we were talking about what he has in his collection in his room.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't notice any of that while I was watching it the first time.
During
But
the movie, no. The only thing I noticed was like the Mando armor, but I didn't see any of that shit.
yeah, I kind of thankfully went in with a blank slate. I just didn't know what to expect. I heard good things. I had heard bad things. So I just kind of went in with no expectations and came out happy.
Yeah.
Now this time I can go in and kind of like look for different stuff and kind of pick it apart. But I have yet to see it a second time.
Oh yeah. I pretty much feel exactly the same way about it. I think it's really interesting that they were able to make such a simple and straightforward surface level plot that's tied into the entire universe and also has so many layers underneath that you don't need to understand just to watch the movie and enjoy it. But if you're a big Star Wars fan, it is like balls deep in expanded universe. I think that's actually something that I've wanted Star Wars to do. Well, I guess they always kind of do that, but it seemed more apparent in this one. It seemed way more straightforward in this one.
I'm just happy that they can finally, because they didn't even do it with Rogue One, that they can finally just pick a character, a pivotal character, and do a movie about them. So you get some backstory, where they've been, what they've done, you know, how they get here. I mean, come on. We're building, it's not only building on a universe, we're building on the characters too. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope to see it a second time here at some point.
Yeah, I might have to get that, like the visual dictionary for Solo and go through some of this shit because the stuff in Voss's chamber was ridiculous. And even Shinobi said here in the chat that the Mando armor was Old Republic Mando armor. And then he also had Rakuten Wraith boxes.
He's making shit up now.
So, well, no, it's now like Rakata or fucking canon.
Ricotta.
Rakata.
Ricotta cheese. Don't they have some good cheese up there in Ricotta?
Dude, we're just inching closer and closer to Old Republic stuff happening. Like it's getting mentions. Even fucking Snoke's ring in whatchamacallit in Last Jedi.
His ring. Oh, yeah.
And
the
now
one
he
that has on his finger.
Oh, yeah. And now we have all this stuff in Voss's chamber. That's fucking sweet, man. Yeah, I love that they do that.
That's the perfect way to do and to nod to Old Republic stuff and kind of hint at stuff like that. That a high up, he wasn't. What was he? Voss was a head of.
I can't remember.
It was like a pirate organization, Twin Sons or some shit.
There's Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn.
I was confused because there's like 6 of those things, and they're all a part of Maul's. Like Maul's leading all of them.
Oh, is that the point behind all that?
I'm pretty sure, but I didn't pay attention to all of that shit, so I don't know 100%. But I think it's like the Shadow Collective, Maul runs, and then that controls like 6 different things.
Didn't they? Oh, 2 Tubes was in it. That's what I was going to say. Saul Guerrera. Wow, that's crazy how all that like meets up at some point because 2 Tubes is in this, but at the same time he's also a part of the beginning of the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, which we saw a little bit of in this.
Why do you say that?
That was the whole thing that the Cloud Riders were doing. They're trying to get supplies and shit to start leading a rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all coming to a head. I mean, this is 3 or 4 years before Rebels, so we're really starting to see like the fringe ideas of it here.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. It's
now some people I have seen criticizing the ships that were in the movie, and they're like, "Oh, it looks like a fucking popsicle. It's stupid as fuck." Blah blah blah. Like, Like, is everything on Corellia? It was the major issue that I saw.
I think it was like those 2 speeders that they steal that they look just.
It's
kind of
an
fucking
industrial
weird.
planet. Why would they make something that looks cool or is like easy to drive? Just what are you talking about?
You're not gonna get a Nubian ship on Corellia.
Exactly. Fucking pissed. Okay, you heard it here first, jackass. No, that's such a nitpicky thing to say. Like, okay, just because it didn't look cool, it doesn't have to look cool. It's on a piece of shit planet. It's not for looks. They're hauling ass with it. What are you talking about?
Sometimes you get so mad so quick.
People
were just complaining about the ship. What the fuck is on the planet? Like you go into Don Vito mode every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you're out of breath. Oh man.
It's just I don't understand. I understand criticism, but back it up a little bit.
Yeah, there's a line. I mean, there's something like you could literally go in and criticize every single thing that was in the movie altogether, but is that really, good use of your time or constructive at all?
But it's
the answer
like
is yes, and I'm going to do that now.
The guy that was criticizing those ships wasn't just saying, I don't like them and they look dumb, because that would have been fine. You don't have to like them. They do kind of look dumb. He's driving a goddamn soapbox. Like, who gives a damn?
Right.
But that wasn't his argument. He's just like, all these other ships look fucking cool in the universe, the Naboo starfighters or all this, but these ones look stupid. I'm like, yeah, they're on a shit planet. They are driving around in a garbage dump. What are you talking about? They're not going to bring some Naboo Class A, Dodge Dart shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Also, sometimes stuff in Star Wars just looks stupid.
Very true.
And there's no reason for it other than they designed a bunch of shit and some of it doesn't look amazing.
But it's like an industrial planet. What would you expect on an industrial planet?
Right. No,
industrial vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's-
I mean, I
it's
never
just-
like those fucking space tick things that Anakin tries to ride in episode 2. So
Yes.
guaranteed all the prequels are terrible because of those.
Yeah, it trampled him, broke his back, strongest kid in the galaxy.
Strongest kid.
That is a kind of a good point. That's episode 2 when he gets trampled by that fucking thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The strongest Darth Vader could have just been null and void because a tick trampled on his fucking head. Just think Luke and Leia may have never been born if the tick just stepped on his genitals.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. So I hate all of it.
It's a shifty universe, guys. You make or break yourself with a tick stampede.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of shit going around the Star Wars fandom these days. I'm just trying to be goofy with it. Have fun and enjoy shit.
I'm on a website called Zimbio. Just how it Zimbio. It's a 100 question Star Wars trivia quiz. I'm not going to get through all of them.
All right, listen.
But let me
careful.
just say one thing. They
Okay.
have a comment section below the quiz itself.
Was it all these terrible questions?
Listen to this. Miss Sarah, I'm not going to call her out, but Miss Sarah down here just says, I got a 95% and I clicked the wrong button for some. That's because you chose the wrong answer, Sarah. What are you talking about? You clicked the wrong button.
That's also why you got a 95% instead of 100%.
I got him. Not that I got him wrong, but I clicked the wrong answer. Yeah, Sarah, it's called getting them fucking wrong. What are you talking about? Sarah, I'm done with you.
Get out of here.
I got a 95%, but I clicked the wrong answer for some.
Now, be
Because
careful.
you got it wrong, Sarah.
Be careful because some of the Star Wars quizzes that I've seen online are stupid. They're the dumbest, easiest questions that anybody that's seen episode 4 twice can answer.
Well,
So,
I'm wondering. Well, I'm gonna click here.
you better keep on wondering.
Okay, which Star Wars actor worked with George Lucas on American Graffiti before Star Wars?
Ron Howard. I hate the ones about the.
No.
You said Star Wars. Oh, I was thinking Star Wars director. Sorry. Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the only other actor that was an actor. I know. I do have multiple choice here if we get to that. What was Princess Leia's last name?
Well, Solo is just fresh in my head, so I just immediately I put director in what you said and just said Ron Howard. Yeah, keep going.
I'm already on number 4. These aren't even worry.
Oh,
worrisome.
let's wait a second too. Let the people in the chat guess as well.
Okay. This is a quote, and it says, "Who said it? I'm out of it for a little while. Everyone gets delusions of grandeur."
I know. Buzz. If I can need to punch in. Buzz. I don't know how long the delay is though. Before I should.
I
say
thought
the
you were
answer.
answering Buzz Lightyear. I was
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. I'm out of it for a little while, and everyone gets Delusions of Grandeur.
It's Han Solo.
That's a clear cut one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Han Solo.
I
Yeah.
also really loved Han and Han.
Yes,
Them
the way
going
that,
back the banter back and forth. He could never get it right,
That's
or he
so
just
funny.
didn't give a shit.
yeah. As soon as he got it wrong once, then he just that's so fucking sweet.
Stuck with it.
The way that they took that little mistake from episode 5 and turned it into an actual plot point. I love that. Solo sucks though.
Some of these are really fucking easy.
Yeah.
Quote: "Good against remotes is one thing. Good against the living, that's something else."
Why are these all Han Solos?
I literally have clicked on Solo 3 times in a row.
Is this a solo quiz? Everything's just Han Solo shit.
Who was the puppeteer
Han Solo.
that voiced Yoda?
Han Solo. Oh, wait a second. I want to let these people get this. These are all really easy.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Voiced and puppeteered,
It's Frank Oz.
it's not Jim Henson.
Nope.
See, I was going to guess Frank Oz, but when I saw, you got it right. But
He
when
may
I saw
have
Jim
made
Henson,
it.
I thought puppeteered and voiced might be two different things.
He may have made it, the puppet itself. I don't know. But yeah, I know it's Frank Oz, and he came back for to do it in Last Jedi also.
I don't. This is a weird question, and maybe you'll answer this. It's an easy question, but the way they ask it's very peculiar.
Those are always fun.
What actor physically played Darth Maul?
Yeah, that is weird. Ray Park.
Yeah, but so I'm trying to think of, did someone else voice him?
I don't think he voiced it even in Phantom Menace.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Let me look.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. That's revenge.
We'll have our revenge. Let me look it up. Because it was in a weird, like, English-ish accent, if that makes sense.
Are we suggesting Ray Park didn't do that scene?
No, he did, but then somebody else voiced it over. I think. Not 100%.
Interesting. Why would they do that?
Because Ray
Just
Park
have
sounds
Ray
like a
Park
jackass. They didn't like it. I don't know. Kerner probably knows. Or Shinobi. Yeah, it was a different voice actor. That's what I thought.
That's dumb. Why would they do that? Whose quote foul stench? Just answer it.
Oh, Tarkin. Sorry.
Yep, it's not that.
I was like waiting for you to finish. I was like, I'm confused. Question mark?
Name this creature.
Max Rebo.
It's a big
Is there-
furry white thing.
Oh, the Snowbaka from Rogue One?
No.
Oh, the other big furry white thing. Wampa.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
wampa. A wampa. Wampa. Who plays Chewbacca? Now we have several. But,
Yeah.
Who plays Chewbacca?
Brain fart. I can't think
Kenny
of his name.
Baker. David Prowse.
Oh, you're going to give me multiple choice?
Rick Baker. Or the correct answer.
I'm having a brain fart. Peter Mayhew. Thank you.
Yes,
God,
Peter
that's
Mayhew.
so annoying.
Awesome.
And I can't even pronounce the new guy's name. Jonas something or other.
Oh, this is actually an interesting one, and
Yeah,
I'm not
Jonas
going to
Sutomo.
read the answers, so I'm going to guess with you. What were Anakin Skywalker's last words in the Return of the Jedi?
You were right. Tell your sister you were right. Or tell your sister you were right about me.
Yeah, so that is one of the answers. The other three were "I'm sorry," "May the Force be with you," and "You are the last Jedi," or "The Force runs strong." Blah blah blah. The incorrect answer.
I hate sand. Tell your sister I hate sand.
Yeah, so that was a correct answer. Okay, what line have
These guys
Luke
are dishing
Skywalker-
out every other awesome Anakin quote ever. This is the end for you, my master.
Basically, I'm not going to even read the question straight up. What quote does pretty much half the Star Wars universe say?
Bad feeling about this.
Yes.
I thought you were about
That's
to go
the
like
correct
Jeopardy style. Like
Ding, ding, ding.
you say the answer and I have to say what is. Who is Mace Windu?
We could do that.
That's fun.
I'm just gonna do this one. It's asking a.
Oh, a good one would be like, what are the 4 things that Anakin sees on that data pad while Mace Windu is testing him in Phantom Menace?
Here you go. Who was the only actor ever nominated for an Oscar for his or her work in one of the Star Wars movies?
I think it's Alec Guinness or New Hope.
It is. Yep.
Oh,
That's crazy to think.
Yeah, it is actually.
I wonder how true that is up till today.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Last Jedi didn't get anything actor wise. Like Adam Driver should get something for
Yeah.
his
When
role
is
as
that?
Kylo Ren.
Does that go into 18?
I think they're early 2019, so they already happened.
But would that be a part of it? Interesting. Like there has to be a cutoff, I would assume.
I think it's all the movies in 2017
18.
were at the Oscars
Oh, yeah.
for 2018. They always get like original score, sound design, sound mixing, and special effects. Like they get those 4 pretty much every time. But actor wise, yeah.
This one's pretty. If you know anything about behind the scenes, this is pretty straightforward. What special concession did George Lucas make to Samuel L. Jackson when he joined the Star Wars prequels?
Purple lightsaber.
Yeah.
No one else was allowed to have one either until the Reverend
That's a trap. Who said it?
Cradmiral Crackbar. These are easy.
Yeah, these are. Name this character that shows Moff Tarkin.
Moff Tarkin.
Name this character, Newt Gundyx. Yeah, these are unfortunately getting. It seems easy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A lot of those are like really, really easy.
What? Okay, what happened to Luke Skywalker's right hand after Darth Vader cut it off with the lightsaber?
I don't know.
The answers are
Fell down the pit.
it fell into Bespin's orbit and was never seen again. Luke abandoned it in the carbon freezing chamber while fighting Vader.
No,
That's just
after
incorrect. Luke's friends aboard the Millennium Falcon were able to catch it.
I got you.
A little higher. Yeah, I'm just clicking the correct one. That was trash.
That was stupid. I have a few that I wrote out myself as I was watching some movies recently. This one confuses everybody all the time. What's the name of the city where Anakin Skywalker lives, where they crash land in Phantom Menace?
Mos Espa.
Yes. Everyone just automatically thinks that's Mos Eisley.
Yeah, because Mos Eisley is where the race happens, not where he lives.
No, they happen in the same place. Mos Espa.
I thought it was the Mos Eisley race.
No, it's the Boonta Eve Classic.
Oh, you're right, Boonta Eve.
Shinobi, I knew he'd be all over that.
Yeah. What were the 2 opposing organizations in the Clone Wars? Come on.
Were the two Sorry, that fucked me up. It was so obvious. What are the 2 opposing factions in the original trilogy?
All day.
Palpatine's first name. If you
She
haven't read Plagueis, it's not obvious. How old was Padme when she was elected as Queen of Naboo?
14.
Barely 14.
Was she 14? She was 13.
14. What's the code clearance that Han uses in the shuttle when approaching Endor in Episode 6? Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't say it, does he? He just sends it in, and the guy says it's an older code, but I was about to approve it.
Oh, so maybe I'm thinking of at the beginning when a Vader approaches in the shuttle.
Yeah, I'm wondering, because I don't think he actually says it. He just says, well, it's away.
Fucking around.
Name the spacecraft. Jesus. I'm going to find it harder, more difficult.
It was code clearance blue, but you may be right. Shinobi will fact check me. Belligerent.
The ultimate Star Wars fan trivia.
No, these are all going to be terrible. I'm calling it right now. Had enough.
What is this planet, Dagobah? Yaddle or Sullust? Oh my God.
Yeah, fuck all those questions.
Who founded the Resistance?
I haven't read the book, so I don't know. Probably Leia.
Yeah, that's what I clicked. Vader cut off Luke's left or right hand?
Right,
You're right.
because he lost his lightsaber.
Who first kissed Leia?
First kissed her. Probably Han, because she kisses him the other times.
Luke.
Right? Did I overthink it?
Well, we're assuming that flying 30,000 feet in the air kiss.
Well, yeah, but she kissed Luke that time. And she also kissed Luke on Hoth to make Han jealous. Fuck that.
Though she did kiss him, if we're being technical. Something popped up afterwards.
Yeah.
Who had the Falcon before Rey stole it? It's not that hard. He's in the fucking movie.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Portions. I was thinking the two before that.
Duquesne Boys and Balatik. But it was Unkar Plutt.
The Irving boys and Duquesne. And then Unkar Plutt.
Ooh, this is an interesting one. I got it right. It showed kind of like a quarter portion. It showed just a quarter section of a poster and said, "What? This is part of what poster?" It had some snow in it, so I got it right.
Jamie asked, what minute did Obi-Wan say hello there in the Phantom Menace? And I laughed because I read it as Revenge of the Sith. That'd be funny to know exactly when it happened. I don't think he says it in Phantom Menace, though. No, he does.
Boon to Eve Classic.
I can't remember. Does he say that in Phantom Menace? I think he does.
Ask that again. What?
What minute does Obi-Wan say hello there in Phantom Menace?
In the Phantom Menace?
That's what I was trying to remember. I don't think he says it. I want to say like he says it when he meets Anakin, but I don't remember.
Hello there.
No.
He doesn't.
No.
Incorrect.
You know what we can end on? Fuck this trivia, because these are all easy.
Yeah.
The guess the scene thing we haven't done in a few episodes.
Okay.
We could do that.
Yeah, this is unfortunately trash. I can't find a difficult one. You know what I want to kind of do? I wonder if there's a solo trivia for the new solo.
I've only seen it once.
Well, then we're going to...
All right, here's what we're doing. Random number between 1 and 9. I'm not going to throw solo in here yet.
What about Rogue One?
Yeah, 9.
Jesus, you just don't listen, do you?
Forgot how to count. It's going to be 3.
Oh, easy. Done. Yeah.
And it's going to be minute 50.
He's getting the cold sweats in bed. I remember this. The day one. Come on.
Guaranteed.
Minute 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a whole big battle scene. Then they kill Dooku. Then they land and they get fucked around. What happens in between there?
It's
a lot of political stuff.
He's meeting with the council. He's getting pissed. It's outrageous. It's unfair.
I'm going to guess the nightmare scene where he wakes up in a cold sweat. The hairbrush scene.
Hairbrush scene?
I'll say not the hairbrush scene, but the nightmare hot cold sweats.
Okay.
Right after the hairbrush
after.
scene.
Yeah. I'm going to say he's getting pissed at the council for not making him master, et cetera, et cetera.
You said 50 minutes, right?
Yeah.
The movie's 2 hours long. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with my answer.
Well, you better be, because it's locked in stone. Let's see what happens.
It's slabbed in cheese forever.
It's fucked in bantha milk. Oh, you're wrong. And I'm wrong too, as I scoot forward to get to 50. It is in the council chambers, but it's not when Anakin's all salty. It's when they're planning on Yoda's going to help the Wookiees and all that kind of shit.
Oh.
So it's the second council chamber scene of the movie. Even after the opera where the Plagueis scene happens. It's past that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm always terrible at these.
That end battle stuff take a while.
Yeah, I watched it recently. I think it was on the flight when I went out west. I watched it, and it was like the end of the movie is surprisingly long because by the time Obi-Wan starts to go to Grievous, that takes up like another hour and 15 minutes of the movie probably. Because you have all that shit that happens on Utapau, and then you have Anakin and the Emperor, and then they try to arrest him, and then the two fights at the end and all that stuff. Well, we failed. No prizes for us.
Here, I'll give you one last one.
All right, cool.
Who said it? Quote, no.
Vader, 4 different times. Also Luke.
Okay, we're
also
getting into
Leia.
decent stuff here now. Who voiced Jar Jar Binks?
Ahmed Best. I don't know if he did the voice though. It might be another,
that's
another
what I was
Darth
wondering.
Maul situation. I mean, that's the only thing that I would know. So I'm gonna guess Ahmed Best.
I might get this wrong. No, you were right. You were right. What game do Chewbacca and R2-D2 play in A New Hope?
To Jarek.
I never knew the name of that.
Oh, we were just talking about that. No, that's why you didn't get my reference last week on the show because I mentioned to Jarek, and you're just like, you must not have known the name of it.
That's an actual quote.
I'll go back and find that timestamp.
Yeah, I don't know why I never knew that.
Well, now you do. Don't forget it.
We just said this. How old is Padme when she's selected?
190 years old.
14. She's only 14. Yeah, these are very easy. I don't know why.
I think what I'm going to do is next time I go through watching the movies, I'm going to start jotting down some trivia questions, like from the movies themselves, like one at a time, as I go through and watch them all again.
Do you know where the Tatooine scenes were recorded?
Tunisia.
Filmed? Yep. That was the one I just got through.
Star Wars Genius.
Wilhelm scream. Did we figure out, is the Wilhelm scream in episode 8?
I think they dropped it. I saw somebody talking about how the Star Wars movies are gradually getting rid of those like traditional things. I think they dropped it from 8, excuse me.
I didn't hear it in Solo either, even though I've only seen it once.
I think they dropped it from there too. And Han said, I have a good feeling instead of a bad feeling. And then also R2 and 3PO were not in Solo, which I was fucking ecstatic about. Finally.
No, that's perfect.
Their little cameo in Rogue One is cringeworthy beyond belief.
I wonder what the quickest someone's gone through this trivia that I'm looking at. Sorry, I'm reading these. They're pretty fucking easy.
Like timed?
I wonder. Yeah, because there's 100 questions.
Let's do a race.
All right,
That could be a good episode.
it'd be 5 seconds long.
True. I know all of them already.
Yeah, these. How did George Lucas first meet Harrison Ford? Actually, that's a good question.
But also, it isn't
I
really
got it
Star Wars trivia. I don't give a fuck how I met him.
And I actually got it wrong. I assumed it was on Physical Graffiti, or not Physical Graffiti.
American Graffiti.
American Graffiti.
But I also hate those kind of questions. Like, it doesn't have to do with Star Wars, and I don't care how I met him.
Obi Kenobi's kind of a teacher. Yeah, these are way too easy. I don't even want to get into this. They're showing what planet is this, and it just shows snow. Like, come on, it's Earth. It's clearly Earth. The Cleveland, Ohio.
Sweden.
I get it.
Sweden.
It's Sweden. All right. What? Anything else?
No, that's it. Wrapping it up. No B review. Nothing new to discuss really. Deadpool 2 was great. Go see it.
It sucks because I do have a Beer 2 review. I'm just not feeling it today.
You're just being a little bitch, so I understand. It's okay.
One large one.
One giant.
What else has happened, man?
Nothing.
I feel like Solo came out, and it took me a few minutes to see it. We saw it. I saw Deadpool 2 today. I was so excited about that. Just a recap, I guess.
Nothing new's happening.
I was researching another game to get, and I know we were kind of discussing this, but I was doing it on my own since I got through Resident Evil 4, and pretty much everything else is a multiplayer game.
What about?
If you guys don't get that reference, In Scarface, whatchamacallem,
Huh?
he says Baltimore so fast, but he emphasizes that T. Baltimore.
What do you think?
What'd you say? Huh? Would you? Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, I guess we can just wrap it up. I'm happy with it.
I'm happy with it. I'm ecstatic. I'm
Sufficient.
overjoyed.
Sufficient enough. Who was the winner of the TK421 trivia pit? We gotta call the trivia or the drawing something.
Patreon giveaway.
No, some Star Wars reference. Sabak drawing.
I don't have anything. I can't think of anything right now.
Yeah, I'd rather not think at all either.
Maybe we'll come up with a fancy name for it for next month. So
Maybe we'll let the patrons name it. Conniving.
yeah, but Riley won, and it was this.
Riley, Mr. Riley.
Got a solid uncanon character that means nothing, ruined the story, and this toy, you may as well throw it away and burn it in a fire.
Oh, I do want to mention
a
something.
really rare Black Series, so you should be ecstatic.
I do want to mention something because I thought it was interesting. In Solo, it's cool that Han Solo's blaster was actually a rifle.
Yeah, mention that because I totally missed that part.
That's so cool. That makes it. It makes it. The fact that it was so powerful makes so much sense now. Like they took the stock off and then like the back part of it, and they're just like, yeah, just shoot the shit out of it. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
why is it blowing people apart?
Gonna have to look up for that because I totally missed it, which is fucking sweet. By the way, Zelbar, I think everybody from the Patreon that saw the movie definitely confirmed that they heard someone say Zelbar. It wasn't the Wookiee that Chewie actually says goodbye to, but somebody shouted that name in that movie for sure.
So weird.
Yeah, just a
I know.
popular
I
name
like
for Wookiees,
it, but
I guess.
that's weird. And first of all, that other Wookiee has been in my nightmares since I saw it.
Yeah, that did not look great.
That made me feel like they purposely made him look bad because there's got to be something in the Star Wars movie that doesn't look great. Like Unkar Plutt looks like a dude inside of a fucking dude.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
thought
what do
the worm crime lord, Lady Proxima, I thought that was enough. They didn't have to throw that terrible looking Wookiee in
Yeah,
there.
but then you have Unkar Plutt. You also have that pig dragon thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it just was kind of disconcerting. Like even the queen worm lady.
That's what I was talking about.
I was okay with that. I didn't think it was like too crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was CG. She looked okay.
Yeah. It was fine. I don't care. Doesn't make me hate the movie. Or does it?
I mean, it ruined my childhood.
It did. Yeah. Actually, it did now that I think about it. Yeah. No, that was cool. I'm going to have
But
to watch
now,
out for
I
that
mean,
shit.
this is going to be a difficult feat for the Rogue Squadron podcast. We got to go a year and a half before the next Star Wars
I'm
film.
sure we'll have plenty of stuff. Now that we're not in the middle of May having 75 movies released in the same month and May 4th, we have plenty of time, maybe catch up on. We both need to finish Rebels. I haven't seen the second half of season 4. Plenty of comics that we could start reading and catching up on, and there's a lot of canon books that I haven't read yet. And Teeny keeps sending them to me. I just haven't started reading all of them yet. So there's plenty that we can catch up on. And then also, well, I was going to say we can get geared up for Celebration, but that's not until April. So we have a good amount of time until that happens too. So, but yeah, Star Wars, man. Star Wars.
It is what it is, and it was what it isn't.
And here we go.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Episode, we don't even know what number this is anymore.
146, I said.
146. We want to give a shout out to Riley. We want to also give a fucking high five to Lord Kerner, just for the fuck of it.
Always in the chat talking mad shit.
Correcting us on everything. I do want to hear his thoughts on it. Maybe we can grab him and have him on maybe next episode or something along those lines.
If he upgrades his internet, maybe.
Oh, very true. He'll have to drive all the way to Columbus to get decent internet.
That's great.
All right, guys. Episode 1000. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rogue Squadron Podcast. Is that anything?
That's
Can we
Lando.
figure that out?
He did that to him and L3 did that to each other.
Okay,
With his
good.
face too. Hey, see you later.
Bad enough. We're done. Okay, good. See you later.
No, that was a cool little nod too. Like that's his little. He does that to the droid that he bangs.
That's his little. He does that.
Yep.
Yeah, the droid bestiality, the droidiality is going on.
Yeah, that's unforgivable. I like it though.
I like it though.
More
Okay, kids, let's go.
Let's do it. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.